All right, what's up, cyberspace? Welcome to Pointing Out Politicians. My name is Sherman. Let's cut to the chase. Black Lives Matter. One of the issues that I've had with Black Lives Matter from the first time I heard about the organization and what was going on was the mixed message that was sent. The difference between what was claimed to be the organization's goals to what they had written on the website to what they said on one side but did on another side. It was just confusion all the way around. The actions versus the name, even Black Lives Matter. It was something that it's hard to argue with because Black Lives Matter. Obviously, Black Lives Matter. I think my life matters. I'm black, so obviously, who's going to argue with that? But at the same time, you had messages going around saying nobody's life matters till this person's life matters, and it was just confusing all the way around. But now it gets even deeper. Because now they're getting a little pushback from the inside of the organization. And people are trying to figure out where all the money's going, where the money went. Now it's getting interesting. There's an article on it. It was written. I'm going to save you the trouble of having to try to read it for yourself. I'll put it up here for you to see it, but I'm going to transcript it for you, make it easy for you so you can hear exactly what's going on. I think you'll find it interesting. So here goes the transcript. Take a look at it. Let me know what you think. All right, here we go. Okay, so it reads as follows. Washington District of Columbia, United States, November 30th, 2020. EANpresswire.com, Washington, D.C. Frequently faced with public scrutiny about finances and leadership of Black Lives Matter, BLM, a group of 10 local chapters is renewing demands for transparency and accountability from the global network, demands that first began in 2016. Following a summer of increased organizing for social justice and massive donations to BLM's fight for liberation, the local chapters released a public statement on Monday that outlines deficits in leadership, organization, and financial accounting. Specifically, the group asserts Patrice Cullors, as the sole board member of Black Lives Matter Global Network, BLMGN, became executive director of the global group against the will of most chapters and without their knowledge. BLMGN created new organizations, BLM Grassroots and the Black Lives Matter Political Action Committee, without consultation with the vast majority of chapters. Chapter organizers have been consistently prevented from establishing financial transparency, collective decision-making, and collaboration on political analysis and visions with BLMGN. While millions of dollars have been donated to BLMGN, most chapters have received little to no financial support since the launch in 2013. It was only in the last few months that selected chapters appear to have been invited to apply for a $500,000 grant created with resources generated because of the organizing labor of chapters. We remain committed to collectively building an organization of BLM chapters that is democratic, accountable, and functions in a way that is aligned with our ideological values and commitment to liberation, the statement reads. Participating chapters demand that decision makers of BLMGN, Grassroots, and the BLM PAC stop representing themselves as leaders or representatives of all of Black Lives Matter and provide full financial transparency and accountability to all chapters. This includes a full financial report from the past and current fiscal sponsors, a report of all contracts and staff, and removal of any obstacles for interviews with them, and a public commitment to democratizing the use and distribution of finances. In addressing these issues, organizers will restore confidence in chapters around the world that was lost in negative critiques of the global network, which has not been involved in local chapters' frontline work. Local chapters that have signed the statement include Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., Chicago, Illinois, Hudson Valley, New York, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Indianapolis, Indiana, Denver, Colorado, Vancouver, Washington, San Diego, California, and New Jersey. As the group works to determine the next steps, Organizers encourage supporters to organize with and donate directly to their local chapters, which represent the front line of the movement. They also invite former chapters to reconnect and join the push for greater transparency and accountability needed to support the ongoing fight for liberation. Read for the full statement here. I'll put a link in the description. Kelly Davidson, Kelly Maven Media, and then there's a phone number and an email address as well. Bottom note: information contained on this page is provided by an independent third-party content provider, frankly, and this site makes no warranties or representations in connection therewith. If you are affiliated with this page and would like it removed, please contact blah blah blah. So, a lot of questions going on within the organization, a lot of questions that need to be answered. And also, I just like to point out the note about the false representation or the apparent representation. Maybe the organization as a whole should take that same view as the representation of black people in general, or the apparent representation of them. All right, so there you have it. What are your thoughts? Did you see it coming? I didn't see it coming. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I should have saw that coming, but I didn't see that coming. But I'm glad it has come. I'm glad somebody's asking some questions to kind of get to the bottom of things. Let me know what you think. Let me know in the comment section below. All right, on that end, take care and peace.